Yeah, so I think everybody has myths about money, right? And what I view my job is holding up in the light your myths about money. So what do I mean by myths about money? So let me give you an example. So my dad was an executive his whole life, and his accountant told him, these were his two myths. His accountant said, Bob, when you retire, you'll be in a lower tax bracket and you'll own your own home. So think about it. Those are two of the biggest myths in America. You know, most people work, they pay their mortgage so they can own their home, and they believe when they retire, 65, 62, they'll be in a lower tax bracket and life will be easier. So here's my dad, works his whole career, he's an executive, makes a six-figure income, retires at 68. When he retires, who comes in the White House in 1992? But Bill Clinton. What does Bill Clinton do? The marginal tax bracket, raises it. My father's making a six-figure income before he retires. He's got enough money to generate a six-figure income after he retires. He's now in a higher tax bracket. There goes myth number one. Now I know some people are thinking, oh yeah, but he makes six figures. What about if I only make 30, 40, or 50,000? It's the same thing. You have a myth about money. Then my pop moves to Florida. Why? Because he loves golf. To build the house of his dreams on the golf course of his dreams, right? And his financial advisor says to him, Mr. Epstein, I want you to take out a mortgage. And my father's like, I need to take out a mortgage. I'm gonna pay cash for the house. And the guy says, no, I want you to go look for a mortgage. And he says to his financial advisor, well, how many years? And the guy says, 30 years. And my father says, what are you, crazy? I'm 68 years old. I'll be dead before it gets paid off. And his financial advisor says, yeah. Guess who his financial advisor was, right? So I say, Pop, go to the bank. Now watch the numbers. Back then, 1992, interest rates for a mortgage was like 5%. So my dad was gonna pay $500,000 for this house so he wouldn't have a mortgage payment. Goes to the bank, he can borrow money at 5%. He's almost in a 50% tax bracket. The net cost to borrow the money is what? 3%, because Uncle Sam is gonna let you deduct the interest on the mortgage for the first 15 years, which is the majority of what's left of his life. I said, Pop, if we can't make you net on your money more than 3%, fire me as your financial advisor. We averaged 7 to 8% throughout the rest of his life. What's the moral of the story? Why do you want to be tied all this money in a house? You want to use the money that you have to pay for all the things you desire to do. Now in this country, owning your home is sacred. So what I've just explained, many of you are probably going, this guy is crazy. But it's all about how are you going to utilize your money. So you have to think about money as a utility. It's your own electric company. It's going to generate energy. It's either going to generate good energy or bad energy. When you're paying for a house, you're paying for a dead asset. Got it?